we continue mastering Meltdown, building new ships, new death lasers, and entire squadrons. Can we build the ultimate fleet and conquer this sector? Let's find out. We're back, and the Lapsus is getting more powerful. I'm still not fully set on the design, but as you can see, wings are forming and little nose nodule things are here. We're in the tier 7 to 9, let's get warring. Our first target of the day is an onset. As you can see, we have point defense and we have disruptors. We burn, we destroy, we take down the shields, and we shoot down. Oh, you two shouldn't have been here yet, I'm still talking. The missiles. I also now have 2-man fighters. They're an older design, but they check out. The 2-man fighter design currently looks like this. Most of it is automated by pipes and heating, although we still have the one guy powering up the cockpit and the 2 thrusters at the back. I do kind of wish docking or rearming was a thing so I could remove the reactor and have a battery, because otherwise these would be nice cheap throwaway weapons. Reactor cores are expensive. With that in mind, the Lapsus, along with the A2 and the A1, have completely and utterly wiped out the onset, taking very little damage in the meantime, destroying its power, and shooting down every single missile it tried to shoot. Our first tier 7 has exploded. We are still having minor heating issues by the looks of it, and power is down. That's why I'm trying to build a few more radiators. With all these radiators built, it should be able to offset heat amazingly. It's not finished, but it's getting there. Although it's kind of looking like it should be in Star Trek. With that in mind, I've gone for the 1 big gun currently. I'll have 2 big guns on another ship. And I have outriders. I even have little flanker scout support ships in the fighters. As always, one test does not mean the ship is good. Let's go find out what's in this place and kill that too. Our second kill of the day is on its way. Another outrider has joined my small squadron. And then, as far as I can tell, randomly caught fire and exploded somewhere in here. I'm going to ignore that, kill this, and then send a rescue squadron to try and find where my ship just exploded. Apparently some of my ships are, overclocking and exploding. We have the Bastion, which is very explosive heavy, good. So the Outrider scouts obviously meant to go to the side, point defense any missiles, and just genuinely shoot them a lot. While the big ship comes in, brings down the missiles if it can, apparently it's bad at it, and just face tanks to front. And obviously it still can't fully take on everything because the shields and the energy isn't set up at the front. But the ship is getting better at what it does, destroying everything. The heating is a problem. We will fix it once we've stolen all the resources here. And the bright side, we still bring down the enemy. It just takes a little longer when you can't face beam their face. That genuinely took about 3 minutes. My god, we need to get those radiators sorted. I have the cones, I have the Lofi, I have the fighters currently inside this nebula which restricts your sensors. And I can't find the ship I sent in to support the Lapsus. It's just gone. So somewhere in here, there's a dead ship and a dead crew. It's mine, and I don't know where it is. We're just going to move on and forget it. Forgetting it so much, in fact, I'm sending the main squadron away to do this. We're attacking a Renegade Pack bounty. There's a group in there. We're murdering them with the full force, apart from the fighters. While we engage this group of 2 1s and a 7, I have realised that we are getting vaguely lucky on the enemy forces we're fighting. Because let's face it, some of these forces could be significantly more powerful. We're in the era of dozens of missiles, massive lasers, and huge railguns. And even more luckily, I have yet to meet any brand new ship types. So that's also pretty good. Now currently I want to get a second laser on the centre. Some people want to see a death laser. I want to see a death laser and a dual death laser. But we also obviously have shielding around the back now. It's still not the best because I need to get it more sorted. We have more armour. We obviously have these 2 things which have their own little heating systems on the edge. And we have the 6 radiators at the back. And as you can see, they're pushing enough heat out that all of the huge amounts of storages are barely storaging. We are officially keeping this thing fully active. Although showing your rear, which is unbuilt to the enemy, is probably dumb, Lapsus. That's how you detonate. Either way, 3 more kills added to the bank. And a quick check shows barely any damage. A lot of armor. Looks like this was being taken out. I need to sort out this route here. You never want a direct route to your reactor. But we're holding, we're killing, we're building. A level 8 just turned up while I'm currently working on the Lapsus's rear engines. I've been moving a few things around. As you can see, it's still being built. And a tier 8 just turned up. So we'll have to finish that building some other time. What are you? Are you the very fast retreating one? Oh, you're the heavily shielded, lots of laser gun one. Oh, I love you. That's great. Oh, that's absolutely great. So obviously the lasers can't really get through it currently, but we should have enough EMP to break it. It is. Oh, it's going round. It's going round. So minor issues. It's faster than me. It can flank easily. Luckily, I can turn faster. But we are breaching. Nothing's on fire. A large chunk of the Lapsus appears to be gone. We are burning it slightly. Several of the shields are EMP. That's great. It's currently picking on the low feed. The Lapsus is fine, question mark. The EMP has taken out the entire energy charge of my ship. That's not good news. We can't burn it if we have no energy. Luckily, our EMPing has taken out their reactor too. So EMPs of the disruptors have completely totally disabled their ship. And also disabled most of mine. We need more armor, probably even more energy storage to stop this from happening more consistently. But either way, the star-blessed Vow will die. I can't believe... Oh, it's still shooting at me. I can't believe how close that was. The damn thing was able to go around my ship like I didn't even exist. This is definitely gone, tier 8, and nope, no, you're not escaping, you're not surrendering, you're dead. Let's repair, and carry on building, and steal what's left of the corpse of this poor, unfortunate soul. How dare you attack me while I'm building? With no more attacks, the Lapsus has evolved into another form, as you can see. It's starting to gain wings and guns on it. Of course, the walkway to power them is a little bit long, but it now exists. Shielded, armoured, it is getting towards a killing machine. I've also recently realised none of these small thrusters require any energy, it seems, to power. They just stay powered and on. And then just see that, it just keeps going and going and going. Nothing's powering it, see that? On off. It's just on off. These things just stay powered now on themselves. Never used to do that, but here we are. Anyway, let's go to war. There's a question mark in a nebula over here. I have seen red dots coming in and out of it, but as soon as they go in, I lose signal completely. This is a signal dead space. We might lose ships, but we have the cones, the Lofi, the Lapsus, and the A1. See that? A single target has been identified. Can we pull it out? No. Come on. Nope, just gone. See that? It's vanished inside the murk. Something is lurking we must kill. First target revealed itself as Sentry. A Sentry appears to have... Oh, it has the machine guns on the side. This is a close-range assault ship. Looks quite nice. A secondary target is also coming out. An Echo. That is obviously going to be a problem. It is firing railguns at us. We're losing the side stuff. Lapsus, deal with the Sentry. Lofi, deal with the Echo from the side. A1, hang out near the Sentry as well. Cones, deal with the Sentry from the side. We are now officially in combat mode. All the firing, it is... Oh, it's taking out the side. We've already lost point defense on the rear. The Sentry miniguns are now officially out as well. A1 is getting around the rear. The Lofi is shooting it in the side. Please, for the love of, melt some of the edges. The Lapsus is taking hits from the rear and the side. Remember, the side is the weakest armor apart from the rear, where there's no armor. We do need to get a bit of killing on. The Cones is melting the Sentry down. We have lost the side piece. That is a problem. It is trying to kill my engines at the back. We are turning to crush it. The Sentry has lost its guns. It is now no longer a problem. And the Lapsus turns. So if the Lapsus is fighting properly, all of the weapons will fire. The lasers also shoot from the side. So it has quite a lot of firepower on any one target. What I'm going to be doing is having 2 side guns maybe, and then the big central assault cannon of fire variety. But for the fire variety to work, it powers down, it turns off too much, power's still a bit of a problem, I'll sort it out. I'm going to put all of the heat things in the back, and then pipe it to the front. Everything will be out of range and much more heavily armoured, but for now, the Lapsus still gets the kills in, even with support. And support is definitely needed, especially during the areas where we're trying to rebuild, as the Lofi just explodes. The Lofi has died again. The Lapsus tries to deal with his Toad fine, but the Lofi has melted. And the Termite is in the... Termite, get out the bloody way! The Lofi is gone again. That's even more crew we're going to have to find. I will say, in the amount of losses we've been getting, I have been replacing crew consistently. The local station is out of crew. Now, luckily, as you can see here, this ship does do serious damage. This entire thing is gone. Now, imagine that Lofi would have survived if I hadn't noticed just before it got its... No, you're not getting to surrender. Just before it got shot down. So, with that stated, Luffy's being repaired. And I say repair in the phrase loosely. Look at it. Luckily, there's enough resources of the previous Luffy to build the current Luffy. But that's one more mark of death upon you, Luffy. Oh my god, there's another ship in here? I went towards that question mark. There were 3 ships hiding in here. Like, the Intercessor appears to not be moving. But I'm going to kill it as quickly as I can. Now it's got 2 more machine guns on the inside. Luffy, no, Luffy, don't be in the middle, you'll die. Oh, the cannons have come out. Oh, we've blown up half of it. It is trying to surrender again. No surrender. But yeah, we are having issues, which is why I fleet tactics. I love the idea of completely totally bringing the enemy down. Why aren't you shooting anymore? Are you still powered? Why is no one powering this? I have an entire crew whose only job is to power the main gun. We're still killing the Intercessor. The Coast has taken more damage than I need. According to this, the white shirt's entire job is loading from there to there. That's all they do, go from there to there. And I only see one of the 2 doing it. Oh, they're both there? Alright, so it's fully charged. I don't know why it took them that long to get from there to there to there. But either way, they let the ship depower for a bit. And that's just not on. My crew are lazy. The Luffy is still dead over here, needs more crew. And the enemy has officially melted. More improvements on the Lapsus are definitely needed. I can't have that going on again where the crew can't reach 12 feet around a corner. Oh my god, what is it with this area? A tier 9 just turned up out of nowhere. It's hitting the sides of the Lapsus. We were still rearming and resupplying. We may lose the Lapsus. It's already taken out the rear generator. That's a problem. Just blow it all up. So there's a tier 9 hanging out in here. 3 tier 8s. Another tier 9 keeps going around the outside. Luckily, I can get behind this thing and just take out the engine. We have lost a chunk. Oh my god, the guns are on fire. We've lost a chunk of the ship. The gunners have left the main thing again. Why have the gunners left? Your own job is to stand there and fire. The crew are rebelling against me. The gunners keep getting up and leaving their positions. Luckily, I have EMP'd the crap out of this thing. But a few more people have died. No, stop trying to surrender, Quicksilver. There is no surrender. You get exploded. And just like that, another ship is gone. Please carry on salvaging, Termite. It's getting dangerous here. Another minor problem we're having is fire is spreading rapidly in this repairing area. They aren't putting the fire out. No one seems to want to do that. The fires are just spreading and burning and spreading and burning. I'm doing everything I can to try and repair this thing. I'm constantly sending out crew, constantly repairing. It's been on fire now for about 5 minutes. Both of these things, look at it, the fire's spreading like crazy. We've put out one of the fires in the central area over here. This fire over here has ravished that area. This fire here has spread all the way around. Oh my god. We just don't have the crew anymore. According to this, all the crew of this thing, all 70 crew, have burnt to death. You may notice the ship has changed a bit. I got very annoyed and spent ages building it. It is now a 100 crew ship. A huge amount of expansion has been happening in the rear, including engines, more power, and even more crew. Let's test it. I did this whole build because I was tired of being constantly attacked during repairs. So they go to attack my main ship. I'm going to make it my main ship. So now, with that being the case, we now have a 1000% radius. The AoE, when it hits, does entire sections of ship. As you can see, at half speed, this entire ship is already very, very on fire. It is hitting the entire ship and any shield it has. I am going to armour the front a bit more, but this here has 2 dedicated sections of crewmen powering just this. There are 6 people aside to keep it running. At the rear, there is 8 people aside to keep the engines running. Unfortunately, I'm seriously out of crew, and I do need to use all of my ships as opposed to putting them all in one ship. So the Lapsus has been cannibalised temporarily. I have saved it, we will be rebuilding it soon. But I got 4 of the frigate class active. We have the Wild Yaks, the Gones, the Dragon Man, and the Luffy. So we're going 4 ship kill team with fighter support. A1 is here. A2 and 3, apparently both died. Or I'm blind, they're just here. Either way, they're going in to attack this target here next to the Storm. It appears to be 4 on 4, it should be a fair fight. We're going up against a tier 7 with tier 6s, let's say. I will say it's a tier 151, which is good. So we are going up against a few devastations. It looks to me like we should be able to kill them all quite clearly. The 5 will be a problem. The Wild Yaks and the Dragonman are going up against that. And a 1. 3 1s and a 5. That's a bit of a problem for them. Luckily, we are... Oh, losing armor. What are you using? Shield basic. You should be able to kill me this easily. I don't know if it's going on here. Either way, keep burning. The Wild Yaks has killed its target. I don't know why you're attacking sideways. Please stop attacking sideways. The Dragon Man will be moving on to the tier 5 NF. It looks to me like the Cones is losing frontal. The Cones may explode. The Lofi has killed that. This is why we do multiples. The Cones apparently cannot kill the tier 5 NF. Luckily, the friends are helping it along the way and the voltage gets to die. Now the NF burns with my squadron, and each and every kill I get is more money, more resources, and hopefully more fame. But we need a tier 8 and tier 9, so we're going to hunt until the Lapsus gets back on track. But either way, this NF is dead, that ship's dead, and that ship's dead. 4 more kills. Oh, and I've extended the front of the ship as well to put 2 more armor blocks on. Now it's even more armored at the front, so the shield gen shouldn't go down. The Cones is now testing it out. I've set up the group in an attack style, by the way. Where 1 attacks the front, 2 attacks the side, and 1 attacks the rear. This should hopefully hit the target from every direction at once. Delay other attackers going to keep having to turn to kill certain things, and destroy the enemy fast. Now, I don't know what it is. Black and bruised. I've never seen this design before. But it should mean that whichever the enemy targets, the other ones basically devastate. It does mean, however, that certain ships will always be in a bad position. But as you can see, this is EMP'd. This is on fire. This is already going nicely. Who needs 1 good ship when you have 4 mediocre ones? I will make them better, honest. It looks to me like most of it's gone. It's on fire absolutely everywhere. They can put out the fires as they have been doing through shields, but with this much fire, people are just burning to death. And the Wild Yaks, which took the brunt, is officially survived and repairing. Oh, 2 people died in the Wild Yaks. So as we slowly expand the fleet to get more points and things, of course every little ship we find, no matter what the tier, has to be bullied, bruised and destroyed. The biggest thing for these ships obviously is these disruptors on the side facing forwards rather than facing sideways. So everything gets disrupted, everything gets burned, and the fleet stays in a killing cordon. Another ship killed. We carry on. I mean, yeah, some may say it's a little unfair using multiple ships against singular targets, but I say it's the only way to make sure the enemy stays dead. I love fleet tactics. I love using massive armadas. It's not my fault the enemy doesn't do that. See this? It's called dread. I should be dreading it, so I've sent out a fleet to kill it. And so far, I'm not dreading it as much as I thought I should. It's doing a bit of damage, the Dragon Man's in a bit of trouble. The Cones and the Lofi are currently dealing with the Porca Miseria, who I've never seen before. But obviously with their point defense bringing down some of the missiles, their lasers bringing down the rest, it's just not my problem anymore. 2 more ships effectively. Oh! The Lofi's engine and reactors got taken out. The Porker just took it out. Okay, sorry Lofi, I was just talking about how easy things are. This is why I use fleet tactics. Also, I'm a big stickler for having ships look nice. All the Cones nearly died. I spoke a little bit too soon. The Wild Yaks was the only survivor, because it turned out the missiles were all hitting an exact same spot. The spot being just here. I have a weak point apparently just there, and it was going through it. I can't really solve that weak point because, let's face it, it's a problem, so I may have to put the armor up a bit more. Weakness is not my friend. Although, I'll be honest, that was kind of embarrassing. I was talking about how I love killing things and it is easy, and 3 of my ships had their reactors blown. That requires more resources, more repair, more downtime. No, you aren't getting away. Let's rebuild. Luckily, ironically, there's enough resources from all the dead ships to repair all of my dead ships. So all the ships are getting back on their feet. I will need more crew, but they will slowly get there. Now officially on 4 deaths. That's a shame. And the Cones is on 3 deaths. The Cones is on 3. The Dragon Man's on 1, the Luffy's on 4, and we have a few supplies to pick up. Luckily, I always learn from my mistakes, so it's a little bit more armoured. I've pulled the bedroom back down here. We now have 2-point defence on the side again, so we can now hopefully shoot down missiles here, here, and at the rear. 6-point defence per frigate, and they are being powered entirely by steam, I think. Oh, and the target I was heading towards has just spontaneously exploded. Well done, ally. We're going to steal all of this off you. We pivoted. We're now fighting a Tier 8 Aldebaran. If I remember correctly, these things use massive engines to shoot beams of death. Luckily, we're shooting beams of death, and apparently we can even shoot down their missiles, which is not surprising. That's the job of point defense. But it's nice to know they're doing it. Again, with multiple ships, we're able to hit every single weak point at once. They may not be able to kill it quickly because it can turn faster, and my ships do get each other's way, but because the lasers go over my ships, it doesn't really matter where they are. There'll always be between 3 and 4 lasers firing at any one time. And if anything EMPs the reactor, everything goes down. Multiple fire arcs, multiple targets, multiple death. And this time, nothing died while I was talking about it. Well done, everybody. Get out of each other's way. New issue. Apparently I'm overloading my ship, and now the disruptors is on fire on the Luffy. I need to have a look at this again, apparently. None of the other ships are on fire. Why is the Luffy on fire? I have no idea. The Luffy is cooling down, but it looks like during combat, it does actually overheat to just a point where things catch fire. My ships are now on the very edge of working safely. Great. And an unknown pirate contact is zeroing in on them. So even though we have problems, I can't fix them. What have we got? It's a Tier 8 Toadvine. Oh, I love you. You have so many guns and lasers. Let's tear you apart. I love having my fleets be ambushed again and again and again. Apparently Tier 7s to 9s are insanely difficult to, survive regularly. I am glad I have multiple ships, and I am glad I have huge amounts of supplies inside the Termite. The Termite will keep on grabbing everything. It will be here after this one is dead. In fact, I love the design of the Toadvine. It is slowly burning, and it might take the Luffy with it, but the Wild Yaks is in the way. But yeah, I actually quite like this. I don't know if I've ever seen this before, so it must be new since I last played. It's now on fire and dying, but I do like it. It also shows a completely different design style to me. I build ships of a certain style first, and then combat second. Even the Lapsus has gone under a certain it looks like a ship first before it does anything else. Why are you still alive? The Toadvine is doing well. That central machine gun it had there, which I didn't even notice it had, did tear through most of the frontal armour of the Wild Yaks. Luckily, the Wild Yaks got the final shot and completely cleansed what's left. So the armour at the front is doing better. I would like to move these further back, but if I do, then everything else has to be moved a little bit further back as well. And that becomes a bit of a problem. So moving it back, it looks a bit like this. It's only 1 square back, but still extra armour at the front it can use to tank a few more hits. Although it makes the writing even more awkward to read, but I'm willing to deal with that. With the frigate designs mostly sorted, it's time to bring the Lapsus back into action. I don't think it's fully equipped or fully crewed, but it is here. As you can see, it's powering along. Most of the central area, we have to sell a few things, keep it running, exists. I've even got some of the rear going on as well. The shape is now officially taking shape. It is going into here for a bit of testing, and then it will join the frigates on the front of the assault on the pirate base. With that, we'll soon know how well our squadron is doing. I'd like to expand it more, but we don't have enough crew to do more. I could expand how much crew we can use, but I'd like your opinion on that. Do I go more crew, which will be slightly easier because more ships, or do I leave it where it is and have to struggle bus it a little bit more? Let me know as the Lapsus goes in and destroys whatever's in here. Whoa, my God! That gave me a minor heart attack. Turns out what's in here is... must be this one. 9 targets? Don't know what they are. Fight and crush, fight and crush. Tier 1, tier 1, tier 1, 1, 1, 1. Wait, what is this? The Fanged Fighters, one of the first things you ever get to fight. They're kind of cool. Pinion, I don't recognise them. That's burning. The Spotter looks like something I'm building. This is a bit like my fighters, but more compact, because it's using a 6-man crew to power all 4 guns. I'm using a 2-man crew and steam to power mine, so it's a little bit different. We are going in, we are killing things. Please turn better. We have point defense everywhere. How's my fighters doing? Where are my fighters? It looks like every single enemy ship is size 1. That's very interesting. We are, of course, burning through them. That's even better. We have lasers and EMP all over the place. As long as we keep turning, we can bring them down. It's harder for them to hit us from the rear because the armor is there. And as you can see, we do have our fighters officially engaging as well. As the Lapsus pulls through, it is taking hits across the board, but the armor doesn't really take any impact anymore. Luckily, the fighters can take a lot of hits as well. They're obviously not designed to, but they can if need be. With my laser doing about 1,000 damage, these entire ships just catch fire immediately. My only issue, of course, is there's a few too many of them. Luckily, that doesn't really matter when we're melting them all. My only real issue is they take out any of these radiators. If they were smart, they'd be trying to do that. Radiators should really be a priority target, because let's face it, if my radiators go down, half of my ship will catch fire. It has highlighted we do still need more engines to turn, because turning is a problem. Reversing is a problem too. A couple of my rear engines have been shot down, and as you can see here, apparently even using 8 crew for this on each side, it still takes a very, very long time for these things to recharge. So it does, in a prolonged fight, actually run out of power. It brought down all my engines. Oh, it's got a cannon. Alright, keep turning. Now, luckily, even with all my engines killed by this one lucky target, the Pinion, we have still killed all the enemies. And my fighters, yay, survived. So the Lapsus is still a powerhouse of frontline assault. Not so much if it gets flanked in any way, shape or form. Because now I have to repair and rebuild. Let's get the termite. With the fleet mostly together, a couple of the fighters are somewhere else, we are now officially engaging inside this asteroid field. The Lapsus does have a few more engines at the back, as you can see here, and the radiators here, which aren't fully effective anymore, are being moved to the edges. Radiators are, of course, a weak point, but for now, that is a Megaroid. For now, we kind of need them. Although, as you can tell, oh, an Aldebaran again. We kind of have a few issues with reversing, because right now, have I forgotten reverse engines? I have no reverse engines apart from these two little thrusters on either side back here. The Lapsus does not have any retreat gears. So this whole thing was meant to be building a fleet, building a squadron. As you can see, the frigates are effective as and where they are. They can bring down ships really easily, and they keep the fighting going. They aren't the most effective things, but they are kind of entertaining to watch. See that? The Aldebaran is literally burning, literally on fire, and now it is gone. All in the same amount of time it has taken for the Lapsus to not be stuck on the Megaroid. We are going to put more engines on you, Lapsus. You are a failure to the squadron. In fact, it's taken so long, I've even rebuilt the engines on this thing at the back. Now there's 2 huge thrusters here which aren't currently being powered. They're too busy powering the engine room. But if they do power them, this should come online. Obviously, these thrusters are now a little bit closer. I've had to move the radiators back. It was just mostly moving. With literally nothing working, I've had to work on it even more. So now these huge thrusters are connected to the engine room. So the engine room is now powering these thrusters. I've had to move a few things around. I think it looks weird, like there's bedrooms over here. There's all sorts of things I need to move, but it is working better now. Not the best, but it no longer gets stuck on a Megaroid. Please join the fleet in cleansing this entire sector. Luckily, the enemy has not attacked me. We've chased a bit to here. This is a star-blessed Vow, which has just turned around. Thank you, autosave. So we're going in to kill that off. Now it is a tier 8. Tier 9s keep attacking as you've seen. Oh, an unknown contact. An Aldebaran has just fired missiles into the back of the Lapsus. That is a problem. Luckily it can turn a bit faster now. And obviously the rest of the faction can destroy this. So we are getting significantly more power. See, the Star-Blessed Vow is being engaged. The Lofi and it looks to me like the Dragon Man will also engage the Aldebaran. We have multiple fights going at any one time. And this ship with the armor down the side actually survives them. This is an effective working small-scale squadron. It's not the best because it's not finished, but it is officially killing. I mean, it should do. Look at the size of the Lapsus. Stop getting stuck on rocks and the Dragon Man. Stop stealing ships, Lapsus. Either way, we've cleared this. Let's salvage it all and go and attack that pirate base. A little bit of light bullying of this level 7 which got in the way. Nice and easy. It looks to me with this pirate base we're heading towards, I can't do the same thing I did last time and shoot it out of range. So we're going to have to go in the old-fashioned way and hope we don't die. Luckily, the first ship of dread has just engaged me of its own volition. That's good. We can melt that down pretty easily. That's it. Straight down the center. Everything's on fire. The shield gen went and the ship is gone. Yes. Burn for me, baby. Burn. No other ships attacking. Quickly rearm. Oh, no attack so far. Yep, we've rearmed. Let's carry on pushing. I still don't know how, but this entire side piece keeps catching fire. Why does it keep catching fire? The entire thing is connected to radiators. Why is this always on fire? Is this why my crew keeps disappearing? Ah, crap. Well, I was trying to fix it. I'm under attack. I killed the target. Oh my god, the missile's coming in. I killed the target very easily, as you saw. But the fire has overwhelmed everything. It's currently inside the reactor. Luckily, my crew have fire extinguishers are trying to deal with it. With all those repairs done and all the crew completely taken from every single station again, let's push in and see what we can do. I just want to kill this. Oh, the base is trying to surrender? No. Go straight through. There we are. So the base is trying to surrender. We've currently kidnapped a medium cannon platform. We are burning it. There we are. Okay. It should be dead. It's very on fire. Okay, those two are engaging that. Let's keep going. The medium high explosive missile platform is gone. The medium cannon platform has been melted. Keep turning. There we go. We are officially destroying this. Looks to me like they are having serious trouble focusing on me. Of course, I am having trouble focusing too, because let's face it, everything is moving. But the high explosive missile place is going down. The Lapsus is currently engaging that. Melt it if you can. Are you turning the gun? Why have to... Oh, it's overheated. It appears the engines have exploded. I think that was mainly due to cannons. Oh, they've taken out all the radiators on one side. Okay. The ship is currently overheating because the radiators are gone. This might mean the death of the Lapsus. Either way, we've killed this. The high explosive medium missile platform is gone for all intents and purposes. The Lofi's almost dead. It has retargeted the medium cannon platform. It's probably exploded. The Lofi did just explode. We've lost the Lofi. The Wildjacks is still engaging. Most of this station has been killed. The Lapsus cannot really fire because the rear's on fire. We're about to lose the rear. The Dragon Man is avenging the Lofi. The Cones is stuck behind the rising star. The control room has been EMP'd. We can't shoot at it because the entire front of the ship's on fire. And it's overheating. Yeah, no shiz. The medium cannon platform is very on fire. The Lapsus is now retreated and is able to burn it. Good. So I will say we can successfully take on a tier 9 base. I wouldn't say it's super successful, but we did it. Everything is dead, including most of my ships. Congratulations, Lofi. That's another death marker. At least we have resources here to repair, and another 20 crew I have to go and find. Ugh. Jesus, Dragon Man, you were nearly destroyed too. And with that massive assault upon the pirate base, we have officially formed our squadron. There's a few more changes to make, but a squadron is here. The Lofi might need a bit of help. The Dragon Man is still on fire there. Definitely a few more fire extinguishers. The Cones basically came out of this untouched. Oh, the Lofi's being abandoned. Crew are leaving the Lofi to get to the Lapsus, which means we're missing a ship. The Wildjacks has detonated somewhere, and I'm going to have to find it. So a few more ships have died. The squadron, I think, is ready. Tier 8s, 7s, and 9s can no longer face us. I'm going to stay in here for another episode if you guys want to see. Keep working on it, get the ships better, and then we will enter a more tougher zone. What do you think of the fleet so far? I'm beginning to like the style. The design's going well. We've fought, we've killed, we've expanded. The fleet has partially survived, and the squadron is mostly ready. Till next time, take care. Goodbye. Oh, there's the Wildjacks. Yeah, that just caught fire. Looks to me like if we actually had fire extinguishers, that would have survived.